Top story tonight, a 7-year-old little girl is the lone survivor of a horrific plane crash that killed her parents, sister, and cousin. The plane left Key West and then it crashed just a few miles away from an airport in Kentucky. CBS 4's Marianne Martinez is live in the newsroom with much more on this heartbreaking story. Marianne?
Well, Cynthia, as if the plane crash wasn't a big enough ordeal, what happened to the 7-year-old afterwards was extraordinary, too. Authorities say after climbing out of the plane wreckage, she followed a light in near freezing temperatures to get help.
You're talking about a 7-year-old girl who's just fallen out of the sky.
The lone survivor of a plane crash has now been identified as 7-year-old Sailor Gutzler. We've blurred her face and her sister's because of their ages. Kentucky police say surviving the crash was a miracle, but what happened after to Sailor Gutzler was too.
She was not clothed very much. She was in shorts, having returned from Florida, a t-shirt. And she walked through briars and thorns and very steep, there's one creek bed that was probably 12 foot deep that she walked through to get from point A to point B. So absolutely, I would agree with that it is a miracle.
The plane crashed in rural Kentucky outside of Paducah. Sailor and her family had been in Key West Friday. Taken a week ago, this photo shows the Gutzler family inside their Piper plane, flying down to Key West on December 27th. Around 6 p.m. Friday, her father, the pilot, reported engine trouble. The plane crashed on its way to a nearby airport. Little Sailor ended up at this man's home after the wreck.
A little girl about 7, 8 years old was standing there. She had blood on her face. She said, "Mom and Dad are dead. We had a plane crash, and the plane's upside down."
Her parents were killed in the crash. So were her sister and cousin. The family attorney says we are devastated by this loss, but are confident that they rest in God's loving arms. The 7-year-old has already been released from the hospital.
I just pray for her. She's going to need a lot of help, a lot of help. I just can't imagine someone that young going through that, and especially to witness it, to witness her parents dying.
The Gutzler family had been in Key West visiting a relative stationed at the Naval Air Station. According to our news partner, the Miami Herald, the plane also stopped in Tallahassee before continuing to what would have been its final destination in Illinois. In the newsroom, Marianne Martinez, CBS 4 News Tonight.